This is going to be a quick video. More than gems. One of the best events in Rise of Kingdoms. I mean, come on, you spend gems and in return you get a bunch of sculptures. However, because of this event, some people actually hurt their account. And I want to explain it, how you should actually spend your gems during more than gems, or how many gems you should spend. Let's go. During MTG, we actually have two targets. We either spend 7k gems to reach 5 sculptures, or we spend 25k for 13 sculptures in total. And if you do it 2 days in a row, you either get 10 sculptures in total or 26. Now, if you're someone with a lot of gems, yeah, that is great. No questions asked. You go for 25k gems for each day. However, I know that a bunch of people who have roughly 50k gems, like 52k, 55k, around that, and they still go for full 25k spend. And what they do is they basically spend all they have during more than gems. And guess what? This is a game to entertain us, but also to make money to the makers of the game. And the way that they make money is simple. Players buying gems or packs or whatever. After more than gems, what is logical from a business perspective? So players already spend a lot of gems. So what they do is, right after more than gems, like in a couple of days, you're going to get most likely like a Wheel of Fortune. But Wheel of Fortune is kind of regular. Let's say you're going to get a Holy Nice Treasure, a Hunt for History, like an event that you really want to play and get the best out of it. Regardless of your spending level, you should always go for 10 spins in Wheel of Fortune, or in Holy Nice Treasure, you want to get that 10 spot, or in Hunt for History, you always aim for that level 5 so that you can get a legendary blueprint, 8 pieces from your selected, it's not random, from a selected legendary blueprint. So all those events are great and gives you really good value. I know it takes a lot, just reaching that first bare minimum thresholds from each event. However, for gem wise, it is the most valuable thing to do if you're a free to play, low spender, whatever. But once you spend all your gems, like you are left with 2 to 3k gems after more than gems, you're actually hurting your account. Because the reason why they release after more than gems other events that makes super sense to spend gems is that if you're not a very strict free to play, like you've been playing the game for a while and you didn't spend a dime, okay, you are not the target customer. However, if you're a low spender, let's say, which is the majority of the people in these type of games, not just Rise of Kingdoms, what you do is you go to shop and you say, maybe I shouldn't have spent all my gems during more than gems, so I want to get this level 10 for Holy Nice Treasure and I'm lacking some amount of gems. You know what, let's just buy the daily, right? Or let's just refresh our supply depot, something like that. So essentially what you are doing is, just because you spend all your gems in more than gems, now you are purchasing extra gems that you didn't have to. And the value wise, it is actually pretty funny, because if you go for spending 25k gems, in total you are getting 13 sculptures, which means you are spending around 2k gems to get 1 legendary commander sculpture. However, if you spend 7k gems, and if we divide 7k to 5, this time to reach that 5 legendary commander sculptures by spending 7k gems in total, you are only spending 1400 gems for each universal legendary sculpture. So even the value wise, it is actually better. Now, I know that this actually, the whole video doesn't mean anything if there is something that you really need to spend gems. For example, let's say we are extremely close to VIP 17 and we want to get it as fast as possible for training speed, all damage, action point limit, etc. And then, of course, then what makes sense is just getting that VIP 17 as fast as possible. We don't care about the value, we don't care about anything. We just spend those gems and we get the VIP 17. However, if there isn't, what you're going to end up doing is, just to reach that 25k gems, just because you have the gems, is that you are going to make bad purchases. Maybe you're going to purchase VIP. Okay, that is not a bad purchase necessarily. However, look at that. I still need 700k VIP to reach VIP 17. So the VIPs that I'm going to purchase today just for more than gems is not going to help me in the next couple of months. So quote unquote, it is wasted. If we go to VIP shop, yep, materials is, I think, decent value. However, just to get that 25k gems in the first day, I just purchased legendary commander sculptures. 2k each, that is really bad value. Or maybe you buy advanced army expansion for 2.5k each. However, if you guys didn't know, here, courier station, there's a chance that you could actually get that for 70% of discount compared to this 50% discount. So you could get this much cheaper. So what I want to say is, unless you have a lot of gems, don't stress it, right? Don't try to go for 25k gems. So for example, what I'm going to do is, on the first day, I did went for 25k because after you pass that 7k, you don't want to stop. You don't want to stop at 12, 20, whatever. You either want to go for 7k or you're going to go for 25k. There is nothing in between. So since I decided to purchase the materials, I already passed the 7k threshold. So I decided to go for 25k. But this day, it's going to end in around 2 hours. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to spend 5.5k more on various things. Maybe I would purchase what we need for State Forum Sage testimonies a little bit to reach that 7k threshold to get 5 sculptures. But I'm not going to, even though I have enough gems, like even if I spend now 25k, I have almost another 25k, which will be like, which is plenty, right? More than enough for a 10 spins or Holy Knight's Treasure level 10 or level 5, I mean floor 5 for Hunt for History. But still, I'm just going to stop at 7k gems because I want to have that flexibility. I want to have those extra gems in case there is something that I really need to spend my gems. And honestly, right now there is pretty much nothing for me to get, you know, super nice value from spending my gems. So just because you're gonna get extra sculptures by spending more gems doesn't mean that you have to. Now a quick update from the next day before we end the video. Would you look at that? The moment More Than Gems has ended, boom, we have Esmeralda's House, a gem spending event for materials. Now I know that this is, I even made a dedicated video about it. Esmeralda's House is certainly not the best event for you to spend your gems, but still, in my opinion, you want to take your chances and you want to get that 10 spot for 2 equipment material choice, and who knows, maybe you get something good. Let's see. Okay, that was bad. Only 2 divine. Okay, so I guess that video was quite valid. This is not the best event to spend your gems. However, as I said during the video from I think I recorded it 2 days ago, they immediately released a gem spending event, and I expect, for example, a week after we will have Wheel of Fortune, and I think somewhere in between we will again get Hunt for History, Holy Knight's Treasure, something like that, just so that you already spend your gems during MTG, and now the game wants you to make some purchases to be able to spend gems in those events. Okay, back to the original recording. Hope you guys liked it, hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't just spend all your gems if you're short on gems during MTG. I'll see you guys on the next video. Goodbye.